bam! You take a big hit after catching a pass to get the first down. But you get up seeing double, and strangely you have no idea what is going on around you, and you start to throw up. This is what happens when you get a concussion. The specific purpose of my speech is to inform my audience about the new findings of the dangers of contact sports like football and how playing the sport can ultimately kill you if you don't take the right safety precautions. There are thousands of kids across the nation that start to play a contact sport every year. Even though only a few students in the audience had ever played a contact sport, I found out through my survey, it still applies to a few, and even though many students haven't played a contact sport, I'm presenting this subject to my audience because many of you will have children, and I believe it's important to inform future parents also about the new findings and dangers of contact sports. Kids as young as 8 years old can start to play Pop Warner football, and it is the parent's decision at this point to allow a child to start playing the sport. Even though parents nowadays are beginning to realize how dangerous football is, I can personally say, having played tackle football since I was 9, having 4 concussions, playing football has been some of the best times of my life. But just recently, new studies have been published in the Medical Journal of Neurology about the cognitive performance of retired NFL players. Based on how early they had started playing tackle football, the general findings were that the group of players that had started playing tackle football before age 12 performed worse on cognitive tests than the other NFL players tested. Found this from Japuk Jonathan, CBSNews.com, new test to shed light on football players' brain injuries. These new findings have really hit home with many parents because now letting their child participate in football at a young age becomes a serious question and concern. There have also been many upcoming stars in the NFL that have cut their career short because they know and understand how severe brain injuries are. Concussions are at the top of the list in causing brain injuries. They occur when a blow to the body or head causes the head and brain to move rapidly back and forth, literally causing the brain to bounce around or twist within the skull. This sudden movement of the brain causes stretching and damaging the cells and creating chemical changes in the brain. Once these changes occur, the brain is more vulnerable to future injury and sensitive to many increased stress until it is fully recovers from the injury. Found this from Sharon Helen, Nature.com. Researchers seek definition of head trauma disorder. The new findings about concussions become even scarier because concussions are very common problem with athletes, particularly football players, and many athletes who sustain concussions have complained of various problems afterwards, including depression and anxiety. And a study in the Journal of Sports and Exercise Psychology indicates that concussions can indeed cause a wide variety of problems, anywhere from anxiety, confusion, and anger, all the way to just major mental disabilities. I found this information from Kursko Kevin, suicide.org. Concussions can lead to suicide. There are ways to prevent concussions if we insist that safety comes first. No one technique, or piece of safety equipment is 100% effective in preventing concussions, but there are things you can do to help minimize the risk for concussions and other injuries. For example, to help prevent injuries, ensure that athletes participate in heads-up football. Never lower your head during a hit. This means don't come in when delivering a hit with your head down, with your head all messed up. You want to make sure to keep your head up on a tackle. Also, use proper techniques in blocking and tackling, just like that I explained. Learn and apply the fundamentals correctly. Wear properly fitted helmets and protective equipment. Helmets and other protective equipment should be well maintained and worn constantly and correctly. This includes buckling the chin strap on helmets at all times. And I found this information from CDC .gov, heads up concussions in football. I have always loved the sport of football, and I will let my kid play if he chooses to, but in conclusion, football is a dangerous sport, but if you take the... Oh, fucking shit. Oh! Damn. Fucking shit.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good, you know. No, it's